So in this video, I'm talking about not being afraid to do certain exercises. So if you're so used to doing the same exact machines, the same exact workouts, the same exact type of exercises each and every week, I get it. It's your routine. You don't want to break that routine. You want to keep on going with it. But the thing is that muscles can adapt. They can adapt to change, and they actually want to be adapted to change. In order for your muscles to grow, you need to change up the vibes. You got to confuse the muscle. In order for it to grow, you have to hit these joints, these ligaments that are not used to being worked on. And in order to hit these other muscle fibers and these other parts of the body that you actually are not used to hitting, you got to switch it up and actually do different type of exercises. If you stick with the same one each and every day, you're going to plateau, At some point, you're just going to maintain and start plateauing. And it's going to happen, and you're going to be like, oh, why am I staying with it? It's because you're doing the same exact 3 exercises for the same exact body part each and every week. You have to grow. You have to get creative, and you got to figure it out. And don't do the same exact machines. If there's another machine for that body part, if there's another machine for chest, another push machine that you can use and you've never used it before, what's wrong with hopping on it and just going very, very, very light? Look at the side. Look at if you don't know, look at the directions. Ask for some help, baby. Look into it on the phone. Look up, what do I do here? So like, ask and figure it out, and you'll get into it. But in order for you to get better, and in order for you to grow, in order for you to change, and you want to elevate, you want to get better, you want to level up, you have to get creative, and you have to change up the vibes, and you got to do different type of workouts. And you got to be, sometimes I get it, you're comfortable and you're satisfied, but in order to grow, you have to be sometimes in uncomfortable situations. You have to be not satisfied and never be satisfied. You have to keep pushing yourself. And in order to push yourself for greatness, your mind can't be settled on, oh, I'm happy here. No, you got to keep on going. You got to push forward, break the ice. And if you keep on moving forward, I guarantee that you'll start seeing greatness in a quick second. And it'll happen because of the fact that you're actually growing your mind as well as growing your body. You're not just being like, oh, I'm going to stick with this and this one because I love them so much. No, you have to, in order for you to grow, you have to start doing things that you're like, oh my gosh, I thought these are the hardest things to do ever, I'll never do those because they look way too hard. You can't act like that. You have to act like, I've never done this before, but I'm not afraid to attack it. I'm not afraid to go for it, and I am going to ease into it. And, it's like a pull-up, for example. If you've never done a pull-up in your life, you'll be like, oh, I'm staying away from that thing. I'm never going to do a pull-up because I'm nervous. I'm scared to see what it's going to do, and I'm afraid people looking at me, and I don't know what it's going to do to my body. I haven't done one, and I think I'm going to get hurt. You can't act like that. You got to literally grab it and try to pull yourself. Just try to do one. And if you can't even do one, do half of one, not even half of one, or 1/4 of one. Congratulations, you tried. You tried. And then you're going to keep on trying, and do other exercises that'll make you get better at that one. You know what I'm saying? So because you're trying to attack the pull-up exercise, start doing other exercises that will strengthen those areas that you're trying to work, Get your arms stronger to pull up. Get your back stronger. It's working some back. It's working some biceps. Do anything that you can to strengthen the areas of exercise that you're not good at. And that's how you get stronger and better as well. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to go for exercises that you've never done before. Ease into it, go slow, but also don't be afraid to do it. You got to be able to do it. You got to push forward and go for it. And if certain exercises feel funky for you, if certain exercises feel like they irritate certain body parts of you, or you feel like, it kind of, you say you have a bad elbow or something and you're doing an exercise and it hurts it, then yes, stay away from that exercise. But you wouldn't have even been in that position if you didn't at least try, because what you tried there works a body part. It's in the gym for a reason. It's because it works that muscle and it will grow that muscle. But everybody's body's different. And if you have a weak elbow or a hurt previous injury on the elbow, and you're doing something and it kind of feels funny on just that exercise, just that one, do other exercises that don't affect the elbow, that don't hurt the elbow, and you'll be okay. But just listen to your body, I never push through an injury. If I'm hurt, then I stay away from that. I try to strengthen areas around that, but I don't go specifically for an exercise if I know it's going to hurt that body part. So what I got to say is that don't be afraid, and you got to go for it. If you see something, a new machine, if you see a new body exercise that you've never tried or attempted before, don't be afraid to attempt now. What's wrong with trying to go for it today? Because, you never know what can happen tomorrow. And tomorrow can be a day where you start on the right track and you start growing, mentally and physically. And if you start becoming a different person and you feel great and you look in the mirror like, wow, I love myself and I'm doing great, it's because of the gym. And it's all because of the fact that you're never afraid to do something. You're never afraid to go for it. You're never afraid to do an exercise, and you're always down for anything. And that'll be perfect. That'll be the day where if everybody was like that, everybody would become successful, great. Everybody would live a happy life. And you can't be satisfied, because if you're satisfied, you're going to be in a comfort zone where you're sitting back and you're relaxing and you're like, I'm done. Like, pretty much life forward doesn't matter as much as it would if you were striving for greatness and you were striving to become better each and every day. I could be 99 years old. 99. And every single day that I wake up, I want that next day to be a happier, better, greater day. I don't think of the past, of all the great days and all the memories that I've had in the past. I think about tomorrow. I think about right now, mainly, and I think about tomorrow. I don't think about what happened in the past. The past happened in the past, So that's what I say. And go for it. Don't be afraid. Don't be nervous. There's nothing to be nervous about. You live your life the way you want to, but at the same time, you got to break the ice. If there's things that are blocking you, the only way to overcome them is to go through them. And once you go through those, greatness. So that's all I got to say. And let's stay active and get kinetic.